I'm John Capello, president of the Halyard Mission Foundation, and we're here today on Veterans Day to commemorate not just our great veterans, but also the Halyard Mission, the rescue of over 500 American airmen from Serbia during the Second World War. And we're here at the Arizona Commemorative Air Force Museum, where they have a number of old warbirds that they maintain and fly. And the one behind me is the C-47.
The Douglas C-47 Skytrain was adapted from the DC-3 commercial airliner, which first appeared in 1936. The first C-47 saw military service in 1940. By the end of World War II, over 10,000 had been procured by the U.S. military. It was widely used by the Allies to transport troops and cargo and for towing gliders and dropping paratroops into enemy territory.
So the C-47 was the type of aircraft that flew in to help rescue the American airmen. But this aircraft here is not just the type of aircraft, but the very specific aircraft here flew in 1944 and landed in Serbia to rescue American airmen. So we're walking with a flying piece of history. So we're inside the C-47 that actually flew during the Halyard rescue mission. You could see it was not configured like this. This is actually configured for VIP flights. But this actual aircraft was used in the mission.
The C-47 was a workhorse and saw significant service after World War II. Many that were made over 80 years ago are still flying in many capacities around the world today.
My name is Peter Rosen, and I've been a member of the Commemorative Air Force since January of 2020. And of all the planes in our fleet, this one is of particular interest. This plane has actually flown more missions than our other planes combined. But think about it, logistics, cargo was a constant activity. And although it didn't have any guns, this thing did a tremendous amount of important work.
The C-47A, serial number 42-23518, is currently flying at the Arizona Commemorative Air Force Museum in Mesa, Arizona, and has a long history of service. During World War II, she served across the Mediterranean theater, flying from Africa and Italy on missions to Italy, Yugoslavia, Greece, and Albania, including missions during Operation Halyard, the rescue of over 500 Allied airmen from Serbia.
And we have a relationship now with the museum here, where each November and April we come and have Halyard Day, where we talk about the Halyard Rescue Mission and the important role that General Mihailovich and the Yugoslav Army and the homeland played in that rescue mission. It's an important part of our shared history between the United States and Serbia, and we're very lucky in Arizona to have a piece of history that connects us.
So again, this is my favorite plane. I serve as crew chief and load master, and try and keep her flying. And she's been a very well time-served plane. I think over the years, with over 14,500 hours total on the airframe. So hardworking girl, and remarkable how the old DC-3, this being the military version, has been such a robust airframe, over the 80 years or so.
Today she flies in Mesa, helping to educate its passengers on the history of World War II and the amazing Halyard rescue mission.
After the war, if you've seen any of the images of the plane lived a very short time as part of the early Delta fleet for about a year. And after that, it was purchased by the Hoover Vacuum Cleaner Company and converted into a corporate aircraft. So it has a nice plush interior, much nicer than what they had during the war. Some of the things that this plane was doing during the war, it was carrying, ordnances, it was dropping flyers, of course, picking up wounded and downed airmen and bringing small arms into battle. Actually, some of the mission reports that I've seen include taking mules into these very mountainous areas, because even like Afghanistan in recent years, mules were still the best way of getting materials in and out of difficult terrain. So yesterday we had a gal on board the plane. She's, for her 100th birthday, 3 generations of her family came along as a birthday gift. She started out as a flight stewardess, not flight attendant. She was very clear on that, for American Airlines in 1944. So she started working, in these types of aircraft, the ones that were in the civilian passenger service, around the time this one was built. So very interesting that we were able to do that, take people around and show them a little bit of history in motion.
The Halyard Mission Foundation is proud to partner with the Arizona Commemorative Air Force Museum as we hold Halyard Day twice a year in Mesa and bring family members of rescued airmen to fly in the aircraft that rescued their fathers and grandfathers. This is a piece of history that lives on.